Am I live? I am live. Hey, Fred. Mm. Uh, got a pretty busy work week for my standards done. Got 4 days. There were long shifts, but racked my brain. Spent the last 2 days, 2.5 days, getting 2 videos done before my Adobe subscription ran out. Got them done. Now I'm gonna continue what I was doing prior to that. Try to get Necromancer. How have you been? Ten-hour shifts? Damn. Well, that's proof of how resilient you are as always. I don't know how I'd hold up personally. You got me bait in that department. The lockdown protocol? Is that a game? I'm glad to hear that. It's like Among Us. Ooh. Those kind of party games are always a little too overstimulating for me, but I understand the appeal. Well, not party games, social games, I guess would be the best descriptor. So many voices. Can be a bit much for my neurodivergent brain. But I'm glad it's holding your attention. Especially because there was that time where you were not really feeling games, though I'm not necessarily saying that you're completely out of that. I'm not trying to assume. Silksong a lot? I still have to get Silksong. Of course, it's very affordable, but I'm just trying to figure out where to fit it into my budget. People are saying that it's more challenging than Hollow Knight, which is sick, because it's not like I find Hollow Knight to be too easy, but, you know, I love a good challenge, so. The idea that I'll be able to grow even more as a player with a game that's supposedly going to be even better than Hollow Knight, that's exciting. It does not require a lot of power. You can run on a potato, thank God. We need more games that are built to run effectively and efficiently on all kinds of machines, because frankly, the harsh reality is that the majority of games really don't need to be pushing the limits of what's graphically possible, or even what's possible from like a raw computational standpoint, you know? Hey, bye. Welcome in. Oh no, not an innovation trap. Whatever shall I do? I think I'm probably just gonna go for it this run. While I was proud of myself for prepping 2 saves last time, one, what usually ends up happening is like I swap in between prepping and not prepping, and two, it's like when I prep, I have the urge to start another file again immediately, which is a bad idea. Like, oh yeah, just go straight into it. But like, after an attempt, you're like what, fucking at least 5 hours into the day when you're worn down. It's not a good idea to just reattempt immediately, just because of the nature of the format of Palace of the Dead. So the combination of it being faster overall to just send attempts on one file, more engaging, and the fact that I'm probably not even gonna get another attempt worthy run, I think this time I'll just send a one full attempt by itself, splitting it in half. We are here in support. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Know how you feel about the Stardew Valley games, but if you enjoy them, I would recommend Little Witch in the Woods. I want to get into Stardew Valley really badly. There was a period of time where I was actually deathly afraid of the games. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's just, I don't know. Time management was extraordinarily frightening. Hey, Cece. Little Witch. I don't know much about it, I'll be honest. Or, well, not much. That's not an adequate descriptor. Anything about it. This is the first I've heard of it. This music is not fitting for how low this floor is. The risk of death is, like, extraordinarily low. And we got the choir singing? Come on now. That's a little silly, don't you think? Mind you, it's a beautiful song. While I am upset that the last run that I had, well, the last good run that I had, because that second attempt I threw away really badly, but I'm upset that that second to last run had such a bad RNG, because I feel like I adapted as well as I could have. It's getting to the point where there's a level of comfort with Palace of the Dead that well, I didn't structure that sentence well enough, but it's I'm used to the content enough to where I'm feeling comfortable getting to the higher floors, and that makes me happy. If I pay attention, I feel like I can do it rather consistently. And the fact that I now have gotten 2 runs past Behemoth, and that's a big confidence booster. Alright. Also, I'm just kind of happy that there's going to be a period of reasonable downtime in my near future. It may not be the most back-breaking labor, but I have done a lot this week. 4 shifts and then 2 days of personal projects. It's nice to just sort of do whatever. Work is in fact hard. Part of me is hoping that I can get this done relatively quickly, so that I can jump into making that Monster Hunter Wilds video, but another part of me is telling myself don't rush. And also don't get unrealistic expectations about anything. Time management has always been my biggest issue. Get looped. What is this? Dead by Daylight? Am I right, gamers? Ever played Dead by Daylight? It's fun. Very flawed game, but it's fun. I've played it once with friends that I should play with more, but I'm bad at socializing. It's just very advanced hide and seek, essentially. Or if you want to be cool and not say hide and seek, manhunt. I sort of got the appeal, but it never necessarily appealed to me, I guess. Like, the way that you win is... I don't know. It makes sense, just... I don't know. It was always a little confusing to me. Even if it does make sense, which is paradoxical, I know. I'm bad at describing things. Anyway. As a survivor, you just kind of loop killers around obstacles in order to create space, waste their time in order to maximize your chances of winning. That's why that joke was definitely okay. Pi, if you're gonna do gold farming, I recommend learning how to pull the mobs yourself. If you ask someone in any given lobby, they're more than likely there's gonna be one person who's willing to help. And you'll be able to... Do we want to do it? I mean, why is it an issue though? You can both do it. Like, you can both tank, or you can split off the one person tanks when heals. Gotta pull level 23 or higher. I'm still not necessarily understanding. Oh, only duo, not you don't want to do it with randoms. Is that what I'm understanding? Full A groups, okay. And if they don't know what they're doing, it's messy. Well, yeah, but if you're tanking, you don't have to have them know what they're doing. You can just pull 5 at a time and have everyone be cannoneer. Everyone generally gets that. But mind you, I'm not trying to like, what's the word? Diminish your point. Bozo insists on tanking. Yeah, that would be a problem. That would be a very big problem. Okay. Let's see. At this point, I have just entirely stopped doing gold farming personally. It's not efficient, but just setting 30-minute timers and doing the pot fates keeps my little reclusive soul happy. Hop from DC and shout for gold piece farming, and just wanted to do it for glams. My armor set is already +1. That makes a lot of sense. Has no OC gear, didn't admit. Ran ahead of me. The healer. Ugh. One of those weird pride bringers. Yeah, it makes sense. Personally, and again, this is, well, I've already said personally, I don't need to preface. I never found the glam for OC too interesting, but also my completionist brain wants to get it anyway. Because eventually I would like to 100% this game as much as possible to a certain point. It's an MMO, you can never fully really complete it. Well, that's actually kind of a lie, but like, I don't know. Whenever I start chronicling my stuff, that'll be a factor, I guess. Hmm. "26 is the magic level when I get my AoE. And it can finally start moving a bit faster. Don't think I'm gonna use a strength before set. Just so I can get maximum amount of time out of it on the next one. Ah, God, I am really tired though. I think I'll be able to get to floor 100. Owie! But, my body is reeling, which makes perfect sense because I was on and off in terms of working and sleep for the last, like, 3 days. How many steels are you gonna give me? My stomach can't hold any more aluminum. You have to remember not to walk to the center rooms. Just in case. So easy to forget sometimes. Even though at this point I have like well over 100 hours in just this content, which is crazy to think about. How many steals are you gonna give? My goodness. Hello, Death Gaze. It's been a while, hasn't it? Your horns are looking very symmetrical today. Was that coconut oil? I spawn. I spy. Taking care of yourself, are you? That's always nice to see. Not one for conversation as always. Oh, silly Death Gaze. When will you learn? Oh, I see, I see. Well, say hi to the wife and kids for me. Okay, second floor set. What do we have? No wonder we get another strength. Oh, lovely. I'm gonna pop that soon. After popping another free seal. You know that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick has... There's that like grossly detailed version, I mean, a picture of Patrick with a like a really disgusting large stomach. And that's me, but with a suspiciously full of galvanized steel filled stomach. Protrusions, aluminum rods. You can't let it go to waste. Kids are starving. Nice strength. Oh, my bones. Not really. More just... My entire body feels... what's the word? Weak isn't an adequate descriptor. Heavy isn't specific, or is too specific rather. And another strength. You can get that on the way out. Oh, hello. Have fun, so. I don't remember when you can start to get rages or if they're always available from the beginning, but I think it is generally a good idea to just start using athletes as early. Though, I'm never entirely certain. Two levels away from 26, so you don't have to wait for too long to figure out. Wait, what? That has literally nothing to do. Whatever, just forget me. These are the ramblings of an old fool. Silver chests give gold pieces? No. Like, gil, you mean? If you mean gil, no. I think silver chests only either ever give aether pool levels or explosions. Nothing else. Unless I'm tweaking and forgetting something. Oh, wait. You said an OC. Sorry. Brain. Forgive me. Thankfully, I believe the answer is still no. I'm fairly certain the only chests that give currency are the pot chests. And rarely... No, yeah, just the pot chests. Unless I'm high. I don't remember. It could be... I guess take it with a grain of salt, but I don't believe so, no. That's my honest answer. I think silver chests. Might roll on a separate loot table. And then they also, well, not just on a separate loot table. Like, I think they also roll the lower loot table for the bronze chests, and then they also just give you more chances at items. I think you can get like 3 or something. But a pot chests, regardless of rarity, always give you currency. Also never give me my fucking twirly emote, even though it was hard focusing it. No, I haven't, thank you. Mind you, I overpaid for it, but hey, whatever. Back when I was new, I could have gotten, or I could have saved a lot of money. Should have saved a lot of money even. But I was frustrated. Lethargy. Oh, I can multi-pull. Slimy. You two aren't here before. Love of free strength. Alright. Onward and away. Ow. It's got sharp pain in my right shoulder blade for some reason. Alright. It might be unwise to start pulling on this specific floor set, or multi-pulling on this specific floor set, just because of the toting traps. The 120s and the 20, or sorry, not the 120s, the 110s and the 10s are where there's an abundance of toting traps, as well as, whatchamacallit, Cobra patrols. But I guess it's not the biggest deal, as long as I do it on a smaller room-to-room basis. Also, and remember to focus the slimes with the single target, because very recently I've died to not respecting the slimes. A very dumb way to go out. Slimes, hornets. I don't recall other mechanics that will one-shot you, but there are more. That'll keep you on your toes. I don't want to risk this, so I am going to just take this slowly. Okay, now I can. That's a good compromise. If I'm remembering correctly, the last run that I did actually was a PB in terms of score, but I didn't have my position in the leaderboard updated. No, it was. It's just not good enough to take over the top spot, or one of the upper spots. I'm still 16th on the leaderboard for Primal, which is not bad, all things considered. I was confused. It wasn't starting for some reason. I'm not sure why. No, I think I'm disconnecting. I can't move. Yeah, that's a DC, I think. I literally can't move right now. Or what? Okay. Yeah. That was the servers themselves, not my internet. I have no drops due to connection issues. I've missed 285 frames out of like 200,000 encoding lag. No network issues. I think Chip was saying something about the potential DDoS earlier in the lobby. People can't just let gamers have their fun. Killed it fast enough to have jog proc. Well, that's what we call nice. Robert. That's actually, I like that a lot. The idea of a frog that instead of going rivet, it just says Robert. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, great. Thankfully, you won't have to see a Morble for like 100 more sets. Free steal going into the boss is nice. And we have less. So that's cool. You don't want to see them die? Do you like marbles? In the same way that CC likes brownies slash Fugas. That makes sense. I'm just not gonna respect your mechanic. You silly plant. Alright, got Mangetsu, which is cool, I guess. Still have 40 minutes of food. And that's about 1.5 more floor sets. I think now I can start getting rages. Or maybe I just got really unlucky. I will start multipling though. Ah. Ooh. I'm gonna die? Okay, that was terrifying. Maybe I shouldn't start multi-pulling quite yet. Because, so I literally couldn't input anything, couldn't do anything with it. The enemies were still attacking me. They also jumped forward. The smartest thing to do would be to just not climb right now. But also, I don't know what I'd do if I wasn't doing this right now, so who cares? It's only like 2 floor sets anyway. It's 40 minutes, not that bad. Single pulls those though. That being said, it is going to make everything take significantly longer. Actually not, nah, whatever, I don't care. I'll just make sure to met prior. And only pull more, and only pull 3s. That'll be good enough. I'd rather not spend like, what, 4 hours? No, not 4 hours, like 5 hours getting to the upper floors again. 3 hours is already a lot. Well, I guess when I multi-pull, it takes like 3.5 hours. big mushroom. I feel like mushrooms are terrifying when they're large. Which is the idea of a large colony of mycelium is a very scary thing for some reason. Maybe it's because I'd partaken a bit too much fiction. Hive mind? Yeah, exactly. Hive mind. And also the idea of something that's much larger than you, that's been around for much longer than you, and will be around for much longer than you. That doesn't necessarily have emotions that we know of, because, like, how the fuck would it? Doesn't have a nervous system. Mushroom parent trauma because of Dark Souls. I remember seeing silly mushroom people in Dark Souls, but I don't know anything about the lore of them. There's also those really funny mushrooms in Hollow Knight. Where they sort of scuttle up to you and headbutt. One-hit kill type mobs. Oh, lovely. In a game like Dark Souls, lovely. They just stroll up, throw hands. It's fucking hilarious. Get the fuck out of my woods. And they just clobber you. Knockback penalty. So I'm assuming yes, you can get rages, and I just haven't. Oh no. I have to run away from that one. What the? Oh. Yeah, my body is tired. Oh, I have my Getsu. I forgot. Hell, I almost have Tenkagoken in just AoE. I mean, I literally have it right now, but just not in AoE. There's a rage. And the exit. Let's see the realities with this. I think I can do this. Ooh, I'm gonna die? No. No, I'm dead. Yeah. That would have been fine if I didn't, how do you say, forget to keep my regen up. But that's what I mean about not rushing. I shouldn't have done that. The first floors are just so boring. You end up wanting to increase the stakes out of just, well, boredom. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna rush through at this point. He says after just literally just saying, don't rush, but I have sustaining potions. The reason that I wasn't doing this prior is I wanting to get a higher spot on the leaderboard, but if I clear, I'll get a higher spot anyway, so like whatever. Another aspect is taking more time per floor means getting more chests, and getting more chests means getting more safety going into the higher floors. But also, it's like I doubt that I won't be getting the resources that I need by the time that I'm actually in the harder portions of Palace of the Dead. Yeah, we'll have to be careful though, because you can't really multi-pull when enemies are a lot higher level than you. So single pulling would be the best idea. That's a lot of landmines. Level 1, huh? Jeez. come on. Get one shot. Why don't you? Because I'm not leveled, that's why, but still. There we go. Give me some strength while you're at it, please. Nice strength. Ow. When did I get 3 strengths? What the fuck? I mean, you know, mind you, I'm not spending any of them right now, but it's comforting, I guess. Hey, Death Gaze. Sorry, the wife and kids. Oh, get there, get there. Man. Ah, my bad. Okay. Go back at the second floor set. Ah. Ow. Stop? Jesus fucking Christ. I almost died there. And that mimic was like, what, fucking 6 levels higher than me? Yeah, that would have been bad. Man, I sure do hope the passage in this direction and the kill count is low. For passage. Whoa! Hello! That doesn't happen a lot. Oh yeah. A cursed horde piece without actually trying. That's cool. That's one more towards the 100. How many do I need for that? Only 90 away. Woohoo! To be quite fair, that is a shit ton of progress when you think about it. Considering how far along 100%ing Palace of the Dead. I mean, how much time 100%ing Palace of the Dead takes because of the other achievement. 10,000 fucking 20,000, not 10,000, 20,000 pieces of the Accursed Horde. Being at 1/10 of that already, it's pretty cloggers. This could be dangerous, considering that I don't have any... Well, I don't have that high of a level. Two gloom floors in a row, that's brutal. Thankfully, it really doesn't matter. 408 Junction. Don't see those often. Here we go. Okay. 2 floors away from the end of the floor set. We're getting back to where we were before I made my catastrophic error. Free seal? That's nice. All right. That's floor 20. You're probably not going to get all that fast of a kill. Like, we're probably not going to be able to skip Hornets. Because my damage is running out, but we'll see. Ow. Right. You're significantly higher level than me. Yeah, I doubt we're gonna be able to... No, we're definitely not gonna be able to skip this. We should do that, just in case. Actually... I think we could, but I'm not gonna risk it. Naming anything Spurge is very funny. I don't understand how you're supposed to have me take it seriously when its name is fucking Spurge. Like, imagine naming a boss fucking Splooge. Oh god. The Dread Tyrant. Calamity. Given form. Splooge. Like, come on. Yeah, these guys are significantly higher level than me. I gotta be careful. I've mentioned this prior, but I've been listening to a lot of Vocaloid lately. And a lot of these new Vocaloid creators are extraordinarily skilled. Like, goodness gracious. Such imaginative, inspired creators. Ow. He says slapping the enemy nonetheless, even though no spikes are active. I wish there was a way to put in a music track that you could opt into as a viewer. Like, you don't have to listen to it if you don't want to. Streaming technology has to allow that, I think. It's just probably not something that's in the interests of the people who actually create the technology. But I don't mean that in a malicious way. It's just like, why invest in something that wouldn't make you money or substantially change the viewing experience, you know? Things are not free. Especially considering how much of a logistics nightmare a streaming platform like Twitch is. King Alana Mamor. Yeah, I speak dragon. No, I fucking don't. That'd be cool though. Mind you, I don't think Final Fantasy XIV's dragon speak is an actual language in terms of. Well, I mean, I don't think there are fictional languages that you can literally speak, but I don't think that dragon speak is one of them. There's just not enough of it, I guess. Very eloquently put, I know. Quite an interesting spot you got there, friend. Man. I don't know. It just felt like singing, man. Yeah, you get it. Right on, brother. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Why is this thing level 40 fucking 2? Excuse me? It's higher level than the Minotaur. Nah. Ugh. Hot dog, French fry. Come on, baby, tell me your lies. I would like to leave. Can you tell by the fact that I'm not even facing you that I would like to leave? Die. Thank you. There's a video in which a skeleton is depicted winking, and it brings me great joy because that's physically impossible. You can't fucking, the skeleton can't wink, you silly goober. Oh, it's such a good bit. That's not reasonably possible. Mind you, a skeleton wouldn't be able to get up and dance by itself either. Really. Hey, whatever. Yeah, he just believes in himself. That's reason enough. God, could I stop missing? Thanks. I understand that you're 7 levels higher than me, but also you're a goober and you suck. And you smell Your feathers aren't even that glossy. You got no bird maidens. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm probably gonna have to Paizo rig, so he's kind of cool, but he's a poser. He's not a Paizo. I don't know why I'm so attached to Answers, the song. Especially considering that everyone who listens to it, who has been in the game for long enough or has played the game hard enough, gets like fucking Vietnam flashbacks whenever they listen to it. Especially when it's, it plays in the housing districts. It's a great song. I find it very comforting, even though it's explicitly not supposed to be. I mean, thematically it is, but in terms of scope, it's like this is do or fucking die. All or nothing. There is no alternative. Henceforth, ye shall walk. Type shit. By the way, ridiculous line. God, I love that character. I won't say explicitly which one because I don't know if everyone here is caught up, but God, great character. Well, anyway, moving on. Wow, that's crazy. My chat log, there's a gap of about two comments. That's insane. Wonder how that happened. Twitch must be glitching. I hope whatever plot beat we hit on next for the story is engaging. I'm not even gonna ask for much, just engaging. Alexandria was... I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, the second area... I'm just assuming that not everyone's caught up, but the second main area in Dawn Trail is fucking phenomenal. Well, not phenomenal, but very, very good. Yeah, I'm just talking about Final Fantasy IX. That area was fucking fantastic. I shouldn't do that because I'm not leveled. Let's not do that. Also, that new character that we got introduced to that's tied to that area, oof, yes. I'm very fond of that character. And whoever styled that character has great fucking taste. Conceptually, I just think they did some really cool mind games. It wasn't the most, I'd say, polished experience overall, but in comparison to the first half of the expansion, it was leagues better. leaps and bounds, quite honestly. Yeah, it's definitely not Shadowbringers, but it's really good. Mind you, I feel like we're gonna get something similar to Shadowbringers pretty soon, which is a fucking wild statement, because like the main antagonist that was teased, or not main antagonist, the main antagonist that was a part of the second half of the story, and the teaser that they were a part of, like that feels pretty, yeah. God, I'm very interested in where that goes, which is cool because I was logged the fuck off for like a while there. Mind you, the first half of the expansion, in terms of theming, in terms of visual appeal, audio appeal, is great. Actually, that being said, I don't really like Dawn Trail's theme, main theme, I guess. The trailer version is great, but the version that we get in the game, I really don't like. It's not, I'll listen to it, but it's like, it's not Dragon Song. It's not fucking, it's definitely not. Oh God, what? I can't fucking remember the name. The Shadowbringers. It's not Shadowbringers. Not Endwalker. Tomorrow. I'm gonna be. I'm ashamed, but I'm gonna have to take your word for it. My nerd credentials just took a hit. Flo is Endwalker. No. Well, Flo is part of Endwalker, but that's not the thing that I'm talking about. The trailer theme. Endwalker would be Footfalls. Shadowbringers is something shadow. Fucking, I'm a disgrace. Jesus Christ. Flo is gorgeous though, like God. Consolidated, undiluted pain. Very, very good theme. Just gorgeous. Tomorrow. Let me educate myself because I've definitely heard it, but oh yeah, this, yeah. Tomorrow is Shadowbringers. You're absolutely correct on that. Fuck, man, yeah. Oh, Shadowbringers. Jesus fucking Christ, Shadowbringers. Imagine an entire project, not just like one bit, not just the narrative, not just the gameplay, not just the music. Imagine an entire fucking project that is only a portion of a much larger project being as good as Shadowbringers. Like, what the fuck? We were eating. We were fucking eating, man. And then imagine being followed up by Endwalker. Mind you, I don't think Endwalker is as narratively strong as Shadowbringers, but like I'm not fucking blaming it because like how the fuck could you be? But as a pair, power duo of an expansion without question. Jesus fucking Christ. Though, I genuinely think Shadowbringers is so good that the development team probably gets scared of whether or not they'll ever be able to, like, make anything as good as it. Because, like, how the fuck do you? It was set up so fucking perfectly by what came up before it. I don't know how you top it, or kind of even get close to it, really. Though, I think we're heading in a similar direction now, thematically, which is always good. Always fucking good. So... ah, fuck, great. It's gonna spit at me. God, I haven't actually listened to this song Tomorrow and Tomorrow by itself in a very long time. Yeah, I can see how this would be, like, unintentionally make you bawl if you weren't careful. It's absolutely that kind of song. Powerful. Raw. $15.08. Thank you. I appreciate you actually looking at the number. Surely my time is coming. Surely. 10:24. Don't crit me. I'm just a small little goblin. He says, remembering that specific voiced meme. That's a good one. I'm just level 1 goblin. Please don't hurt me. I don't drop good items. Such a good meme. Okay, rebuff. I should get into the habit of checking Jumbo Cackpot every fucking, what is it, Saturday? Yeah, every Saturday. It's server time. 3 p.m. server time? You do it consistently every week? Well, you do a lot of things consistently every week. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about how you have a consistent schedule and you're very practiced and disciplined and you get a lot of things done, huh? You ever fucking thought about that? It's automatic to my nature? God, oh, that must be nice. Oh, you don't have to think about it? Wow. I wonder what that's like. In all honesty, if I had a semi-decent job, I hope that I would be as consistent as you are. I hope. I need water. Give me 1 second. My mini fridge is yonder. I'm not ignoring your comment. You can type it. Hey, Benji. Pretty. That's a good point, Bye. I'm not doubting it. It's just, I don't know. When you've been stuck for a long time, it's hard to be too positive about stuff. That being said, I'm not negative. I'm trying, especially with the fucking vocational rehab and all that, but as hard as it is, I'll try to keep my chin up. Much appreciated. God, Flow really is a good song. Are we not winning? Partially. Winning in the fact that I don't know, I got, is this a fucking treasure? This is a treasure room. It's crazy that I didn't notice that. I mean, it makes sense because of the framing of the door, but like, hey, whatever. I'm gonna do that. I was just saying, I got 2 videos done for my YouTube, but also I got them done explicitly knowing that they're probably gonna do fucking terribly. And I also did a lot of work for my day job. So I had a very successful week in terms of that. But in terms of Palace of the Dead, fucking... I died to do something really dumb because I got impatient earlier. But mind you, it was only like 23 floors. So like, it wasn't really that bad. It's nothing to the amount that Benchy wins. Good lord, Benchy is always winning. Unironically, actually. Benchy is very skilled. Very proficient. Also, thanks again for inviting me to Treasure Maps the other day. I appreciate that. Ooh, free strength. Slightly unhinged thought. I wish I had the bite force of a hyena, specifically so that I could chew as hard as I possibly wanted to on a jawbreaker without immediately destroying my skeletal structure, you know? That'd be cool. I'd like that. Cool. I'm glad that landed. I'm glad we're on the same page. It's not fair, man. I don't want to just, like, slowly slurp at it. I just want to fucking, just destroy it. Cause other problems. I'm not understanding what you mean, but I'm sure you're correct in some way. Hyenas is about 1,000 psi. It's strong enough to shatter around. Well, yeah, but like, I mean, like, I want the skeletal reinforcement as well, not just the bite force, you know, just not the musculature, the skeletal structure as well. It was like, imagine like having the ability to punch as hard as you want to, but every time you punched as hard as you want to, you fucking broke your hand. On some My Hero Academia bullshit. Like, ooh, that would be kind of useless. Unless you could build up the strength. Yeah, that's My Hero Academia. Unless, no wait, that's fucking also fucking, what is it? The one with the girl that hey, there's that dude who literally always has broken bones, and the girl who's a Dullahan, or I don't know if she's a Dullahan. Fucking, wears a motorcycle helmet. Always, everyone's thirsty for her. Rightfully so, mind you. I'm not. Durarara, yeah. Mind you, that's an anime that I should have watched in my youth, but I didn't. I will take your word for it because I genuinely don't know. Oh shit, I don't have items. I know it was on my alley, it's just ADHD child, never consistent with anything. Yeah, that's the guy who I'm thinking of. He just fucking literally beats people with street signs. That was funny as hell. Very well animated action. Ah, 2000s anime. We've had this topic of conversation before. Very good stuff. This is brutal. The passage, I mean, okay, let's get rid of this succubus. Ah, shit. That's actually a really big problem. We do this. Yeah, I just don't want to risk that. I didn't regen fast enough, and I was too low of a level. I could have gotten crit and died. I feel like that was a good decision. Even though I hate spinning palms for any reason. Ah. Sorry, bad memory. That's our aid wide now to gaze. Did you not both stare at me? That'd be cool. Really? Words. Nice strength, actually. Yeah, there it is. No, I hate fighting these. You inflict disease. It's really annoying. Or not? I think I just got lucky. Or maybe I killed it to us. But I doubt it's the latter because I'm pretty weak right now. Sometimes I forget that there's an entire leveling system attached to this content, like not just Palace of the Dead, but all forms of deep dungeons. The reason I've forgotten for Palace of the Dead specifically is because I haven't actually gotten any of the Kenny gear. Or I mean, I have. No, I've gotten one Aether Pool gear. Maybe two. But because I'm grinding for the actual completion, I just don't ever get rid of my Aether Pool because, like, why the fuck would I? But also now it's significantly easier to rebuild, so I probably should. Yeah, everyone kind of seems to default. Well, actually, I haven't done OC in a while, so maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but a lot of people seem to just default to doing pots nowadays. That being said, there's some assholes that absolutely fucking ruin it for everyone and use Zenage every single time on pots, and I want them to be fucking banned, actually, even though it's not something that you can do. It's like, why? Like, you're just a cock, dude. Like, why the actual fuck would you burst it down that hard, other than just raw greed, apathy towards other people, ignoring the M part of the MMO. Generally, those players, or I notice those players in the mornings most, but maybe it's changed. God, not having Madare at the very minimum for Samurai is just the worst. Mind you, not having Kenki as well is also not fun, but like, hey, whatever. The only reason I think Samurai and Palace of the Dead is actually pretty engaging is because there's more to it than just doing your rotation. If it was just doing your rotation, it would be fucking god awful, but You have to think about Kenki management, you have to think about positioning, you have to think about how you mitigate and like where you're using your bursts, and that's enough to not enough intrigue. Otherwise it's like god, it would not be enough. It just would not be enough. So you're gonna let me get that, right? Yeah. Good dog. I'm listening to Be My Honey right now, and I genuinely wonder the process that Soken goes through when trying to devise new tracks. Because god, the man's really good at it. It's not just him, I understand. It's his team as well, but he's a large part of it. The amount of variance. Yeah, I would not doubt it if he just straight up said that. Yeah, I come down from like Golden Throne after I get inspired. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. Also, that was fast. Jesus. Already? You got lucky. Yeah, I don't know if it would be more often than I think, but I'm glad that it happens to you often. Yeah, I have Kenki. Woo! Also, this... what would be the proper term for the vocalist? The vocalist on Be My Honey does a fucking fantastic job. Jesus. Of encapsulating that slightly unhinged, but extraordinarily cutesy and poppy aspect of lovely Be Honey. B is for beat you to a bloody pulp. Alright. Very, very easy but fun savage fight. I wish I had more energy, because it sounds like a side... it sounds like a fight that would be on my alley. Would you like to get hit, please? Thank you. Also... Sorry, I thought that was relevant. The bullet hell hearts mechanic is legitimately easier in normal. Easier than in normal, rather. Very important distinction. I fucking love the normal fight. Wouldn't it be lovely? People are like, it's too fucking hard, it's too fucking hard. That's a massive skill issue in my opinion. Oh god, I love bullet hell mechanics in my RPGs, man. Fuck. They're so good. When they're spaced out properly. Because they're always fair in 14, in my opinion. I don't ever really feel like there's... I have ever encountered a situation where it's like, oh, that's unfair, that's unreasonable. There's no way I could have dodged that. Like, it's always like, no, like, I could have. There was enough space, I just didn't. Made it my whole personality and my static, and even made honey desserts and posted them on Discord. Fuck yeah, man. God. That sounds like a delightful time, actually. I don't know what the last thing that like really enraptured me about 14 was. Well, it was Viper actually, but I don't want to talk about that right now. But like in terms of not something that I control, like a thing or a character, not entirely certain. God, I am just missing everything. I like the aesthetics of Viper, but unless there's like a rework that adds some sort of resource management, it's just not for me personally anymore. But I can like I essentially mained it for the entirety of the beginning of the expansion. I can see the appeal. I just need a bit more personal responsibility. Personally. A second gold? God damn, dude. Congrats. What happened to Viper? They took away to resource management. There used to be a debuff that you would apply to the enemies called Noxious Nash. It was essentially the thing that you built your entire rotation around. But they reworked it shortly after release. Got rid of Noxious Nash, and then the job kind of lost my interest personally. It has resource management, yes, but not. It's not nearly as engaging as Noxious Nash, in my opinion. I liked having the juggle plates personally, and now I don't really have any sort of equivalent of that anymore for any job. Like, not even Black Mage, which was the resource management job. Oh yeah, I'm aware, but like, even in Savage fights, it's not enough for me. What the fuck, Pi? Jesus. Save some RNG for the rest of us, God. Wasn't it like Reaper where it was a separate button? No, it was built into your combos specifically. There was one combo path that reapplied Noxious Nash and one combo path that just did more damage. And you would have to, for both AoE and for single target, and you would have to think about how you went through your combo paths in order to reapply it most optimally. It was one of the most engaging and fun jobs I think I've ever experience in Final Fantasy 14. But that only lasted for like, I don't know, what was it, like a month or something crazy like that? It's the fastest they've ever changed a job on the fundamental level for any job in this game. Then again, there is the fact that apparently they're going to be reworking jobs in 8.0. I don't fucking trust them at all, but like, hey, whatever. I never want to like ruffle any feathers because a lot of people like Viper in its current state. It's just not for me. And like a lot of aspects of the combat portion of the jobs haven't really been for me lately. So I've been a bit grumpy. Especially Black Mage. But I think people kind of universally agree on Black Mage, or a lot of people, not everyone, because some people are like, oh, I never played Black Mage before. And now that it's simplified, I play Black Mage. It's like, yeah, well, fucking, you weren't the demographic. Congratulations, I fucking guess. God. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm worried that it's gonna be a Phantasy Star Online 2 situation where they rework the combat and it fucking neuters the MMO for a while. Yeah. That was, God, New Genesis. That was something. Mind you, I don't even play Phantasy Star Online. I don't even know any, no, I know like one person who plays Phantasy Star Online and I heard about that. It was bad. We fucked up and the classes play themselves. Look, I may be critical of, also I'm not trying to say that you're saying anything negative about my stance or anything. Mind you, I'm just speaking my mind. I don't like the way that they've been taking the combat, but simultaneously I trust Yoshi P a lot. He is the fucking head of Final Fantasy XIV's development for a reason. He is trying and he cares. It's obvious. So like, I'm not extremely worried, but I am worried. Because like, changes take a long time to implement and to potentially correct, you know? So it's like, if you're stuck in a subpar situation, you're potentially going to be stuck in that subpar situation for a very long time. And it's like, especially because I got burned with Tekken Season 2. It's like, I don't know what the fuck I'd do if both of my mains games kind of sucked ass for a long period of time. They fucked up Season 2. I cannot understate how much of a disaster Season 2 for Tekken 8 was on release. I have never seen a more ridiculous 180 taken in any game. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I've never seen a more ridiculous 180 taken in any game that didn't immediately kill the game. Like, the only thing that you could do worse would be like just abject failure, in my opinion. So, Final Fantasy XIV isn't on that level, thank God, but like... Oh, and there's also the fact that Monster Hunter Wilds still has a lot of performance issues, even though apparently this update helped a lot. So like Monster Hunter, Tekken, and Final Fantasy XIV, I don't want them all to be marred at the same time. That's a treasure room. I hope I don't have to deal with that. Also, I haven't heard anything about the Pilgrim's Traverse yet, but it's Shadowbringers, so you just gotta cook. Look, if you tie yourself to Shadowbringers, I think you immediately gain like a buff to proficiency for something. Because even the stuff that they added after Shadowbringers for Shadowbringers content, I think has always been good. Paradoxically, not paradoxically. I feel like there's like some sort of pride attached to that. for the developers, because it's like, I don't want to fuck up this meal that we cooked, you know, that kind of deal. God fucking. Okay, we bursted it. Wait for it. I think for reorgs, I wouldn't even mind if they just reverted a lot of the simplifications to Shadowbringers. Oh, and God, actually, seriously. They didn't need to fucking oversimplify Dragoon or Monk or fucking Black Mage or goddamn, again, I'm not in the majority here, but they didn't have to simplify Viper. Like, just, if they literally just reverted a lot of the changes, I'd be fine with it. There are certain jobs that they've done a fucking fantastic job bringing into the main, bringing into new content. Specifically, Samurai is probably the best that it's ever been, which is crazy because again, I do miss Kaiten, but like I can take that this is a logical progression where they didn't go for more Kenki utility, they went for just more general utility and it ended up working because fucking Tengetsu is sick as fuck as a button. And always having access to, oh god, I can't think of words right now. Tsubame Gaishi. It's such a good loop, you know? It's so satisfying. But like for other jobs, I don't know, man. Yoshi P said the idea that they have for Fulcrum Traverse is what they're gonna use going forward. So based on user feedback. So hopefully the new content that comes out in the future will be accessible to more people without just being easy as fuck. Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like it if it was less of a grind to get going. Personally, don't get me wrong. I really like Palace of the Dead, which is why I've been grinding it fucking hardcore for the last month. But oh god, getting started is such a pain in the ass, and I don't necessarily think it needs to be, or that it's beneficial that it is, you know? Like having a progression system tied to a roguelike or like a dungeon crawler, it's like one of the most standard things for this genre of content, right? But the way that it is built into Deep Dungeon right now is not the most engaging. Yeah, Aetherpool is really not the most fun. Mind you, I like that you can get gear out of it. I like that there's equipment that you can get out of it. I like the ideas that they try to integrate with it, but it's just not executed the best. But that's also mitigated by the fact that you really don't have to interact with it majoritively past a certain point, but that's not necessarily the sign of a good system, because like if the best part about the system is that you don't have to interact with it much, well, the system probably needs to be reworked, doesn't it? And so hopefully they do something with Aetherpool. That would be my favorite outcome, or the most obvious outcome that I think I could do to make Deep Dungeons more engaging. Oh boy. Alright. We're almost halfway through the standard floors, thankfully. If I can just get into a rhythm with getting attempts, there's a moderate chance. I'm not gonna try to hype myself up, but there's a moderate chance that I can get Necromancer relatively soon. A conservative estimate would be like within the year. That'd be cool. Class design in general, do you mean for general content or Deep Dungeon specifically? Because I can see an argument for both, really. Content in general, yeah, I kind of agree. I love the ideas for the jobs, but I haven't really felt any interest in learning them for, I mean, since the end of Endwalker, to be quite honest. Ever since they simplified a large portion of them and like really leaned into the homogenization of each job type, I've just been tuned out, quite honestly. I wanted to have like a passing understanding of every single job, their eccentricities, like what makes them unique. And as I went through, I had less and less and less interest in doing that, to the point where I was just like, I'll just play these jobs and frontline, do my dailies with my beast tribes and let them get EXP that way instead of actually going through and doing my roulettes. Just like, what's the fucking point? They're really not all that different. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, how many jobs are really all that more engaging than like a job that you could play initially, you know? I would argue very few. Dancer isn't really all that different from Machinist. Bard is different from Machinist and Dancer, but like that's Bard's different from fucking everything else, and there's not really anything else like Bard in the game, you know? So that's like one of the only jobs that's that you could like really entice someone to be like, okay, no, I'll try this out. This might be worth it. This might not, but like at least it's something interesting, you know? But like Black Mage, fucking, they neutered that. It's no longer all that different. What else? Fucking Red Mage? I mean, I guess. Not really. It has double cast. That's cool, I guess. Scholar? God, no. That's the simplest one. I am appreciating the Bard consolidator. I mean, the Bard solidarity in this chat room. It brings me joy. Yeah, Summoner. For fucking Summoner. I'm fine with having an easy job, but like it's just too simple in my opinion. Like, yeah, mind you, I'm a crackhead, so I really love the way that the card system used to work, but I understand that it was like not feasible. But then again, my targeting system is way more like in-depth and nuanced than most people's would be, because of my hyper-specific layout. That's not something that you can really reasonably expect most people to use, where at any given moment you can target any given thing without really too much fuss. You know, you're like, can't wait for the 5th card rework in a row. Yeah. Dot classes don't fucking exist anymore outside of Bard. Range classes have not enough personal responsibility, quite frankly, for the amount of value that they have. Melees all feel homogenous except for Samurai and Ninja. tanks, I mean, there's a lot of difference in the tanks, I'd say. Not a lot, actually. There's reasonable difference where it's like you can swap between them for different reasons, and it's interesting, right? But you can also play all 4 of them and not really need to worry about missing out on any of the finer details. It's like the one job archetype where I'm like, okay, they probably did a good enough job with that. Mind you, I still don't like the change they made the Super Bowl ad, but that's just me. I'm in the minority there. If I got my wish, I'd have each of these roles, give each one of these roles more utility and have fights incorporate them more. Yeah, I agree. In general, there's just not enough difference between the jobs. I think it's fine to have certain jobs not perform as well in certain duties. And I think it's fine to have certain jobs be way more complicated than other jobs. Mind you, if it's to the point where it's a crutch for the community, that's a problem. But like, not every job needs to be fucking scholar. Or not scholar, not every job needs to be fucking summoner. Or reaper, you know? Like, God. What's the advantage that Paladins had in the ad page? Was it just that whatchamacallit, fucking not hallowed ground. Actually, it might be a hallowed ground. Whatever their invulnerability is being fucking ridiculous, is that what it was? Just being a I literally can't take damage button. They had stun for that the ad. Yeah, that's fucking great. People shit on Paladins stun to the point where they don't even have it bound, which I think is fucking crazy, by the way. But then again, that's a problem where a lot of people don't have enough hot bars as standard. Anyway, yeah, shield bash. Paladin is your favorite tank? I didn't know that. Then again, I never really asked you what your favorite tank was, which is it makes me a bad friend. I know Pies is warrior. Or I'd assume it was, considering it's all I ever see him play. But it's like, I feel like it's weird that there aren't more status effects across the board, you know? People are like, oh no, sleep is a meme, bind is a meme. Why? Why? All we really have is stun. And if you don't have an OGCD stun, you're laughed at. Unless you're like fucking White Mage, where it's like, you deal shit tons of damage and the stun is a bonus. God fucking damn it. Blue Mage just doesn't count and you know it. You sly man. Mind you, that's also a reminder that I'm fucking ecstatic over Beastmaster. God, I can't wait for Beastmaster. If Beastmaster isn't good, I'm logging off for a while. I would not blame you. God, another limited job. I really hope it's good. The biggest thing is that I've always been like, it's weird that you can gather, like, the overworld system needs a rework in general for Final Fantasy XIV, because like it's a theme park MMO, I understand, but like there's really no reason to be out and about in the world other than like Fates, which isn't really the greatest thing. And then on a very, 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 very rare occasion, if you need a beast drop, like a monster drop, you get like 1 or 2 and then you leave and that's it, right? I've always thought that there's no way, like, it's weird that there's no way to track what enemy drops what drop in game. Only time I cared about monster chops was in the firmament. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. It's just like, in all honesty, Final Fantasy XIV is one of my favorite games, but I find myself wishing for a third Square Enix MMO, which is fucking insane. That would not be feasible at all. But like, I want like a world that's closer to Final Fantasy XI's in terms of like having the overworld areas being actually meaningful and having progression being actually meaningful. And then having some of the combat nuance of Final Fantasy XIV, where it's not as clunky as Final Fantasy XI. Mind you, I don't have anything against Final Fantasy XI's combat. I think it's really cool. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, yeah, Final Fantasy XI is super neat. There's a reason why it has a cult following even to this day. And also there's a reason why I respect Yoshida so much for keeping that shit alive. God, because it's special. It is the closest thing to like a true blue MMO that Square really has right now. Mind you, it's changed significantly over the years. Not that I'm speaking like an expert or anything. It's just like, God, that sense of meaningful progression doesn't necessarily really exist in 14 in many ways, because you can bypass progression in so many different ways, which is a good thing for a lot of content, right? It means that you're never really stuck and there's multiple end games and you always have something to do, but it also doesn't, it doesn't really lend itself to like feeling like you've accomplished much. Like I have 6,000 hours in the fucking game, right? 6,500. I'm pushing 7,000. And I don't really feel like I've done a lot. Just because there's not really much difference in my, okay, look, I've done a good amount, right? I have a shit ton of mounts. I have a shit ton of minions. I have a shit ton of achievements, right? But like, it's just like, it doesn't really change the way that I interact with the game relative to someone who's newer. And that's what I mean. The only real way that you could like change that is like getting gear that's specific to certain duties, like Bozja or Eureka, or like progging ultimates. That's really it. It's a really cool exploring a game area that you can tell people like use to absolutely love and made meaningful connections. And yeah, exactly. A lot of Final Fantasy XIV doesn't really feel lived in, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that in like the sense of the characters, even though that is the case actually. But in terms of like player interactions, like the hubs, sure, but past that, not really. What the fuck, Pi? At this point, I'm wondering if you're just fucking pulling my leg. Oh God. Mind you, I'm not calling you a liar. It's just shit. Oh, I know. Again, I'm not calling you a liar. It's just fuck. My RNG could never. You could sell Zenage coffers, if I'm not mistaken, with your silver pieces. Or there's supposed to be some kind of consumable that you can get. Like you can stock up on elixirs, Zenage coffers. I think there's some other thing. I don't know. But I understand your conundrum. Double tank buster. No. I really don't know how they're gonna make Occult Crescent more interesting. Like, from a structural standpoint, I'm not really sure how they go about it. It's not offensive by any means, but like, it's definitely doesn't really hold candle to Bozra or Eureka. You can start multiplying. Let's not risk anything though. I'm frogging it the fuck up in here. Slap. I don't know why, I just wanted to say slap. I guess it's a vocal sim. It's weird. I don't know if I'm the kind of this is an absurd thing to say. I don't know if the things that I blurt out, because I blurt stuff out, I don't know if those are vocal stems or if it's just like anxiety. Can be both? Yeah, it can be both. God fucking damn it. Okay, what? First of all, I'm surprised you didn't aggro onto me. Second of all, wasn't there a dude that was aggroing onto me? I thought you aggroed onto me. We were going high and you just straight up didn't? Huh. God damn it. I'm gonna get boxed here. I think they're not. Still taking a lot of damage. Nah, I don't want to gamble. Ah, but I got rid of that haste. I don't want to get rid of that haste. I'm fairly certain the haste outweighs the gloom quite heavily, actually. Yeah, Zenny is 1,000 potency. Oh, actually, I don't know about Starfall. I think Starfall might be better. I think Starfall is like fucking 1,500 or something. I don't know. But in terms of non-conditional, Zenny is 1.5k. Well, there, I'm gonna shut up now. They're similar. I don't know. I've never actually used Starfall. I still have 3 jobs to level personally. You have to remember, I didn't get it for a very long time because I was dry, and I've never actually leveled it yet. Yeah, that was a very unfun 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I think it was 3 weeks, something long period of time. But yeah, I'm still missing 3 jobs. I might take you up on that offer. Frankly, I still need to do the Fork Crescent. Oh yeah, that's the problem. Willing and able. I don't fucking know when that is. Ever. Fork tool. I just want the mount, to be honest. It's a very silly mount. cube. I think it would be a very silly mount to have as a Reaper. Look at my void sent form. Look upon me in horror. Alala in that mount is extra chilly. Do their legs barely stick out? Little nubbins, that's cute. I wonder if you have like the min height Lala, if it like barely appears and you can like cosplay as a demon brick. Like, oh, I'm a mob. Yeah. I'm capped on literally everything. I don't have to do anything else. It's better to just go for time. Search for the exit, work backwards. That being said, I have strength and shield up, so I can actually pull pretty heavily. Isn't it crazy that Samurai is a fucking tank in Final Fantasy XI? Isn't it crazy that I'd probably be a fucking tank main if it was still a tank in Final Fantasy XIV? That'd be absurd. Me, a tank main? Like, the fuck? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Ah, I got diseased. That sucks. Mind you, it's a dubious... It's questionable how much of an actual time save this is. I guess now that I got that learning trap, I actually was quite a bit of a time save, but other than that, questionable. Man, I got a death wish. Never punished. If you had to redesign one job, which would it be and what would you do instead? I'd fucking revert Viper. I'm sorry. I must be getting old at this point. But genuinely, I really liked Viper rework. I would have that back. Because, like, the combo system for Viper literally doesn't even matter anymore. You just follow the buttons. That's the biggest thing that pisses me off. There's no real reason to ever change your rotation. They are like, oh, this combo system is so important, and the job goes, oh, it's so important. Oh, you really have to learn it. Oh, look at the job grades, and it's just, there's nothing. There's no real reason to do that anymore. Two 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 111 2 2 1 1 1 2 over and over. I don't like that. I don't know what it is. Sorry, I'm listening to fucking, what is it, extras from the Guilty Gear soundtrack. Rubba-dubba. Rubba-dubba, yeah, yeah. Too late, my baby. You know? That one, the song that sounds like fucking Mariah Carey. Sorry, I'm not trying to invoke her wrath before Halloween is even here. Also, this is a very cold take, but like, sometimes the Mariah Carey memes get really old. Yeah, Alpha's theme is fucking great. She's defrosting. Like, okay, yeah, it was funny. And sometimes the rips are really good, but like, sometimes it's just like, okay, I've heard this exact delivery over and over again. Can we mix it up a little bit, please? I forgot that I had Pox active, but also I kind of don't care. A, B, C, D, E, F, go. This guy's a fucking madman. Ah, you know what I haven't listened to in ages, actually? Armor-Clad Faith. I'd rework Dragoon to be like Black Mage, where you charge jumps and only land a move or something like that. You know, that'd be fucking great. Actually, that'd be really cool. Dragoon also deserves a rework, in my opinion. People really liked it, and I really liked it before the rework. But I feel like it's weird that there's not more of an emphasis on jumping anymore. Like, jump blocking was cool, in my opinion. I really liked that concept. I'm a fool. I know nothing. Yeah, God, it's so good. Glad Faith. Silly intuition reminder. Ah, rage. You motherfuckers are dead. Oh, and a free site. The funniest thing would be if I got a free fortune from this one. Nah, that's another site. Okay. Dragons have legs again. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Winged Glide, really. Society. Summoner. No, there would be way too many people who can't play the fucking game that would get dangry if they made Summoner actually interesting, to be quite honest, which is the saddest thing. It has to be easy. Not all of us have time to learn jobs. Why the fuck are you playing an MMO? Warriors with health as a resource would be really cool. Oh, why did you have to do that? Machinist? Machinist being a fucking minion job. Imagine that. That'd be fucking crazy. The Automaton Queen having different levels of minions they can bring out at any time. The higher you go up, the more you get. Actually, minion jobs in general. That's I feel like that's actually that's why, like, that's the craziest thing. Fucking pets in general in Final Fantasy XIV are dog shit in terms of functionality. They used to have, like, be their own entities, and yeah, like Puppeteer, exactly. It's a why that would, I feel like that's a great idea. Red Mage having more proper white magic, that'd be fucking cool. Summoner being, but, like, yeah, fucking, why isn't Summoner, if you want to have Summoner as the easy job, fucking have more summoning as being the, whatever. You understand, you understand. There's a lot of different directions I could take it. If they were ever gonna rework Samurai, I would have them lean more heavily into the Kanki system. Samurai used to have a fucking, used to have the choice to either use Third Eye to build Kenki or to heal. And they sort of merged that together with Third Eye now, where Tengensu does both. But like, if they leaned harder in that direction, that could be an alternative for Samurai. That'd be really cool. Where you have like a counter-based job. Imagine that. A DPS job that focused on getting hit, That'd be fucking awesome. I'd love that. Fighting in players would go crazy. I've been staring at this chest for like ages trying to pop it. I don't know, make jobs. You know what you could do? You could rework the way the fucking healers do damage. God. White mage especially. So ridiculously boring. Sage is pretty good. And I like Scholar. But White mage, ugh. Astro could use some help in that department as well. But Astro is also, like, arguably the most versatile pure heal, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Hard agree there. I can't wait for all the discourse around whatever they choose being too hard. Well, I was supposed to say or too easy, but like, no, I would be in the it's probably going to be too easy camp. So I guess I can wait. Hey, would you like to do Death Trap instead of... No? Okay, I'll go fuck myself. You know what they need to rework? This is actually very true and real. The fucking desynthesis system. They need to give us more reason to get to high levels of desynthesis. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad that one stuck. Mind you, I'm gonna fucking do it either way, but still. Also, this is the one that hits closest to home. Fucking squadrons. Yeah, I understand trusts exist and all that, but fuck that. I want my squadrons, please. Trusts are too basic of a system, in my opinion. Squadrons are way more interesting. Yeah, it'd be way better if do something was easier. I really don't like trusts, personally. Like I like duty support. I think duty support is a good system, but like trust is just like the most ungodly time sink. And like generally, I like time sinks, right? Like look at what I'm fucking doing right now. But like Jesus Christ, trusts are just so, ugh. Leveling up all the characters takes fucking forever. And like, yeah, you can force the tank to multi-pull a bit to speed it up, but they do so little damage. Yeah, the rest of those GC ranks, it's fucking crazy that we've had, I can't bring it up right now, but we've had the menu that shows all of the GC ranks for like how fucking long now? Actually, has it been since like the beginning of the game, since fucking AR released? It's like, oh, free companies, free companies. It's literally tied to your fucking progression of the MSQ that you have to get to a certain rank in your free company. And then they never did anything else with it. Other than introduce treasure coffers for 3.0 and 4.0. Let me become a fucking storm champion already. Or not a storm champion, I want to become a flame champion. Jesus fucking Christ. Especially with how much people grind out seals, even though the system's dead. Like, there are people who are fucking like die hard about grinding out free company stuff, and yet there's no reward for them. It's fucked up, man. I mean, there is the reward in the fact that they're given a spot on the leaderboards, weekly, monthly, in the, for all time, but still, in terms of like the actual game, there should be more reward. Understanding that it's like it would be kind of hard to have like a loot structure, but like also it's been fucking 4 expansions figured out. Please. It might be one of those things where it's like they've worked out something in the background, but they just haven't figured out when to implement it. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's not a priority, but they have an idea. How about swapping rival wings for frontline for an expansion, please? Please. I'd love that. That'd be cool. I literally don't know why frontlines is the favorite. I've set foot in there exactly once. I lost and then I never went back. It's not because I didn't like it. I actually liked it a lot, but it's just, you have to coordinate with people to do it, which fucking sucks. Oh, hello, Raising. Oh, hello, Toting. This is not fortunate. Thankfully, cobras don't exist on this floor set, so. And of course, the one place we don't look is the one place we need to be. Classic. My body is very tired. This is gonna be my last floor set. Strength, nice. I've put in a lot of effort this week, even if that effort hasn't necessarily amounted to a lot. I should still be proud of it. And I should take care of my body, even though it's annoying and I want to keep going. I'm gonna scream. That might have been a vocal stem, but also anxiety, because I didn't actually mean to say that. It just comes out sometimes. Reza, woo! All the slots are filled in, yay! Fuck. Okay, let's do armless length. Mitt. Oh, I'd really like to not die here. If you could stop. Yeah, we're fine. But of course we're not fine because both of these are fucking proximity aggro. Health down and brutal. Serenity? Raising. That's actually way better. Okay, well, we got an early passage, so. Oh my goodness, what? I was like, it'd be fucking crazy if that was a raising in my head. I have all three raisings already. That's really, really fortuitous. Now, it'd be ridiculous if this was a strength. Oh, another fucking raising? What the hell? That's crazy, actually. Very rare that I have all three by now. Yeah. Pop this. Honestly, there's not too much reason to have to pull him too far to the edge initially. That might be an issue. No, I'm fine. Barely. That was scary. But also we're cooking the guy. Also, apparently I didn't get him out of the puddle. That's hilarious. I guess you can just kind of ignore it initially. It could go for some ice cream right now. Yeah. It's 1 a.m. where I'm at, and I've put in a lot of effort over the last week. I think I'm just gonna head to bed early, quotation marks, early, quotation marks. So that's gonna be it for me. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you all later. Might be on